Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, my brother Mohsin.
How are you, sir?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Yes. Uh, Without further ado, yeah, let me strike the point. I have
Sure.
one candidate, a student from Egypt. Yeah. Uh,
Hmm.
his name Ahmed Ali. I'm trying to
Hmm.
invite him to join our meeting today. Okay.
All right.
What are you going to do? What should you do today is how to convince him to join. You know, he
Sure. Sure.
to join us, join me, yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
but uh, I leave it to you because your expertise in IELTS, yeah. Uh,
Sure.
his his target band 7.5 is really so specific after
Hmm.
his exam next
Hmm.
month after Ramadan after it, yeah.
Hmm.
So I
Right.
think he has 2 months for preparing his exams. I think it's enough, yeah.
Right. Yes, it is quite enough. If his level, first I will also discuss with
His
him.
level, uh, sorry.
Yeah, his
Uh,
education, qualification.
mhm. His level is, I think, is very awesome. Yeah, B1, B,
Hmm.
yeah, B2. I think I can say that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is easy for you to enhance. I think the problem is only about motivation, yeah, about confidence,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why you know how to
Yes.
convince him,
Exactly.
yeah, about psychology,
Sure.
yeah.
Hmm. Ancient.
Mhm. All right. Let me call him. The problem of our brother and sister, a Muslim, is about time, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's very so difficult for me to manage about to be being on time.
It's okay.
Are you busy right now? I
No,
disturb
no, no.
or not?
When meanwhile, you were, little bit late. I was on time, but I didn't let you know because, to be very honest, then I started work on the project that you gave me. You can see a little bit in the screen, or might be not visible. Course
Mhm.
pattern and details.
Oh
So
yeah,
I just
yeah.
started work on that.
That's good
Then
idea.
meanwhile, I was working on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
know.
later on, yeah, I will share with you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's really nice. That's
Yeah.
cool. Ahmed Muhammad Ali has joined. He already joined, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he is not here.
Huh?
Did you share old link with him or new link?
Oh, one second. One second. If Yeah, I think it will be better you provide the program in detail, yeah. Uh,
Yes, yes, no worries.
mhm. And don't forget put my logos and
Yes, kindly share it to me. If you can share in
yeah,
WhatsApp,
sure.
I will use it right now.
Mhm,
And also along with institute name as well,
mhm,
the representation.
mhm. You know, I give him the price 100, okay, 119, yeah.
Fine. Yeah, that is average price.
Yeah, because you give me 100 per $100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
$100 special for this case, $100 for you. Yeah.
Mm.
To be honest, it's a special, $100
Yeah,
for
it's
you and
yeah,
$19 for me.
no problem.
Yeah, let's make it happen, yeah.
Yeah. Did you share the monogram and the another thing? Yeah, institute name.
Mm, Pardon, say again. I don't get you.
Yeah, monogram. This the monogram and also institute name. I have to put that here in one slide.
Oh, I mean, you need my logo.
Yeah, logo. We call that monogram, logo picture.
By the way, who create your design? Who design? Are you
I
also?
make by myself mostly.
Oh, you also designer. That's
Yeah,
wow.
all these things I have designed on the back, on the right, and the
Okay.
left.
Oh, mashallah. Okay. Let's discuss. Okay. He coming. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Now, please allow me to share my screen.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure. I give you permission.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. Assalamualaikum, Ahmad Ali.
Alaikum salam, Mr. Dr. Ali.
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Can you open your camera?
So, yeah, just now. Okay, so
Mm,
let's keep.
okay. Welcome, Ahmad Ali. Yeah, special today. I invite Mr. Muhsin Ihsan. Yeah, he's very expertise in IELTS. Yeah, and today you can ask anything about IELTS. Yeah, he has a lot of students from diverse country. Yeah, from
Yeah,
China, from Malaysia, from Thailand. Yeah, and he has offline and online and offline course. Yeah, today you are very lucky. Uh, I would like to introduce him to you. Yeah. And the time I leave it to you, and let's get to know uh, each other. Okay. And Mr. Muhsin Ihsan, okay.
Sure,
I leave it to you. Yeah, take your time. Yeah,
sure, fine.
you have.
Yeah,
Let's
thank you.
discuss
Thank
about
you.
IELTS.
Thank
Yeah,
okay.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah,
Dr. for the
yeah,
introduction.
yeah.
yeah. So Ahmad Muhammad Ali, glad to see you here. My name is Mr. Mohsen Hassan, international IELTS and PTE trainer. Also do train on other courses as well of English worldwide at international level. As Mr. Sir mentioned that I do train students of different countries, so that is 100% right. Right now, we will discuss about IELTS, the pattern, the criteria, how to get the best score, and so on. But meanwhile, I would like to, if you could introduce yourself a little bit, your name along with your which state and which province, which specific area you belong to in Egypt, and so far your last degree education.
Yeah. Okay. First, I'd love to meet you, Mr. Mohsen, and
Yes.
I am Ahmed Ali from Egypt, specifically from Giza city. Maybe do you know
Mm.
Giza? It's the city we have the pyramids.
Mm.
Okay, so and I live close to the and about my education, I'm still studying. So right now I'm studying at the University of Helwan. My department is biology,
That's great.
and I'm
That's great.
about to graduate.
So far abroad, you are going to study abroad. Either what's your intention? Like there are two varieties, major varieties kinds in
So
us. One is
yeah, of
called general.
course,
Yeah.
I'm planning to take a degree in Italy. So
Yeah, you want to apply for
beginning
studying
English,
abroad?
yeah, of course, for studying.
Fine. In which country?
Italy.
Italy. All right, all right. So your target is also the best one, 7.5. My students had inclined till 8.5, in some even 9 bets, but overall score, the average that is 8.5 till 8.5. So by the way, we will discuss briefly about the structure. Anyhow, do you have any idea regarding IELTS exam?
Yeah, I have
Hmm.
not a small idea, I have a good idea about the sections. You know,
Hmm.
IELTS exam on is consisting for about 4 sections.
Very nice,
Yeah,
very nice.
listening, reading, and
Hmm.
writing, speaking. So listening is about 40 questions. You know, uh, the questions are arranged. You know, so if you skip a question, you can't back again, and you need to listen one time. So
Yeah.
you need to be more focused
All
when
right.
you're listening.
If I ask you, to be interrupt, sorry, if you get out of 40, 30 score, so how much is it equal to in 8, 9 base, in total 9 base? If you get 30 score in MCQs, as you mentioned, that there are total 40 MCQs in listening part. So if you get, let's
Okay,
suppose,
if you get 30 from 40, I think your
hmm,
score would be maybe 7. Above
exactly.
7.
Very nice, very nice. To be very honest, I'm very happy and very glad that you have, you know, a very wide idea, and and you have information regarding at least the structure, the format. So the next strategy which I should and I would apply, that would be how to boost your level and how to polish it. So
Yeah.
far I will discuss briefly. First, again, a little bit revising and what, by the way, I stands for.
Okay, Mr. Repeat the last sentence, please.
Yeah, to make the session very interesting, it is a brief session, a short session, but our focus is in like how will be our strategy. And to make it interested and to,
Yeah.
to make you attentive, I will ask you little bit
Okay,
easy question. What I stands
go
for?
ahead, please. I'm
Yes.
ready.
Yeah, abbreviation of IELTS stands for.
So again, you must stop.
Yeah, IELTS stands for.
Yeah. No, I know what is the meaning of IELTS.
Would you like to tell
IELTS.
me?
I know the meaning. Okay, International English Language
Testing system.
Test.
All right, very nice, very nice. Now, from the very why I asked this question, like the easy question and no concern with exam, but it is having, yes, it is having a concern. International English Language Testing System. When we say it, so it means that in this testing system, our ability of English would be checked. Our ability of English would be
Yeah.
all right. Now, our ability would be checked. Sorry for the inconvenience. It be about the student. Okay. Now, so and what does it mean that how our ability would be observed in writing and in speaking most of the time? This is very interesting statement which I'm going to say you and share with you. In writing, there will be two kind of questions, two tasks. In one task, you're supposed to write an essay, right? You would be having an idea like
Yeah.
how to deal with that. Now, in that essay, sometimes as examiners give you opinion essay, and mostly students ask me that, sir, we shared this opinion. I was disagree with the topic. So does it matter? Like my disagreement or my agreement? We say 100% no. If you agree, if you
Yeah.
disagree,
I
if you
know.
say yes in any speaking question, and if you say no any speaking question, like let's suppose the question is regarding what kind of vehicles do you like, music, movie, and so on. And now you say I'm not a lover of music, I'm not a lover of book reading, and so for instance, if you say no, or for
Okay,
instance,
so
if you say
Mr.
yes, yeah,
I want to confirm your sentence. So you are telling me that the examiner don't care about your opinion if it's strong or weak.
exactly. What
No,
examiner cares more about is your ability and
your language.
capability. Yes, exactly. Like in writing and speaking, once I was taking students a class with session, some students were from Turkey and some were from Colombia, and I asked the same question from one of them. He said, "I'm not good in output, and I'm little good in input." I said, "Explain it. What do you mean input output? That is computer term." He said, "Output means to speak, to say, to share."
Yeah,
Now
I
in
got it.
writing, yeah, in writing, actually, your output is going to be observed. Like, as you know, and you will 100% inshallah, you will be having an idea regarding that, that in writing, you will be given two tasks, two questions, right? Task one, as you mentioned earlier, and my first question from you were that either you are going to apply for academic, for education, you said yes, for higher studies. Now, for higher studies, question number one in IELTS writing is there will be a diagram given to you, and you're supposed to write 150 words on that kind of diagram. Now, it will be equal to three bands. Now, for such writing task one, and then in writing task two, you will be again, having an essay which you will explain for within 250 words for around about 40 minutes, total 40 minutes, and that is equal to six band essay writing. Were you aware of it? That essay is equal to six band and task one is equal to three band.
Yeah.
Did you know about it?
So you're telling me that task one is about three
Yeah, yeah.
bands and task two six bands.
Exactly. Task two, six band, task one, three band, and total these are nine. Now,
Yeah.
in writing, we are discussing briefly each module, and again, I'm repeating the structure, what will be criteria so far. Now, in writing, as you know, the score, like to be very honest, I have written even grammar books and this punctuation and so on. All these things we have mentioned and different notes and sources, but in writing, to get the score is challenging. To clear it with 6.5, 7.5, that is easy. Easy in a sense, like if you did little bit struggle and evaluation, but to get the score is challenging. Now,
Yeah,
contractions don't, can't,
but
isn't,
by the
like
way,
everything.
writing is outcome output. So I
Yeah,
feel hard to get 9 or
yeah.
8.5 writing. It's the most
Yeah,
challenging one.
your target, if your requirement or wish, if your requirement, keep this point in your mind. If your requirement is 7.5, or your wish, we don't have concern with that. We have concern. What is your demand? Let's suppose your demand is now 7.5. Now for 7.5, your target must be 8.5, right? At here to achieve 7.5 easily, your target must be in each single section, in each single module, in each question, your target should be 8.5, 8 plus. Then you can easily get the best score. By the way, for writing, the most important question is for each section. I will mention this is the important one, and this is there are a lot of benefits that I will provide you so far. Now, these some of the 10 rules I have taken recently from examiners within 2024 February month, like those things which must be avoided by the students in writing section. So far, anyhow, now in writing section, the very important thing, task one, task two, that matters a lot is a professional structure, right? Professional structure. And now if student realize that what will be observed in my each single module, as earlier I asked you that what IELTS stands for, you mentioned International English Language Testing System. Now, in that testing system, what will be that observed, what will be examined by examiner, and definitely your English ability. Now,
Yeah, of
in
course.
English ability, very nice, very nice. I'm really feeling so proud that I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
intellectual student and the one who is, listening attentively and also participating. I do appreciate questions 100%. I do appreciate the student who participate, and I do appreciate the active student who sometimes even during lecture make notes and write some points and so on. And after lecture, sometimes discussion, like I do provide time, extra time even sometimes for such kind of students. And when I feel dedication in any student, to be very honest, I provide extra time at any
yeah.
time when student
I,
are here.
I
Okay.
I have a question, of course, but
Hmm.
I'm waiting your explanation.
Yeah,
So,
you can ask even
task
in the mid.
one,
Yes.
so there are differences between task one and task two. Task two, you can write your opinion, but task one, you can't depend on your opinion.
Very outstanding, very nice.
Am I
You are
right?
100% right. And task two, there are varieties of essays, kinds of essays. Let me show you. But 100% you will share your idea, right? Your information, your.
Of
But
course,
in
yeah.
task one, that is called
No,
description of
depend
graph.
on,
Uh, Now, sometimes students may think like, I know about this description. I might be having information, but your information is not, supposed to be put on the
is
piece of
on the
paper.
paper.
Yeah, in task one, description of graph in one statement, in one sentence, let me explain it. If the description of graph matters for you, like let's suppose that is given to you, let me show you. Yeah, that means to draw the same diagram. Now you will be wonder how to draw the same diagram. Draw, sketch the same diagram on the piece of paper in words, right? No need of writing. I know, in my opinion, according to me, only write what is shown to you.
Yeah, of
Are you
course.
getting it? Yeah. So you met the same
Article,
and
right?
you are 100% right about that. Okay. By the way, so in writing task one, task two, the first thing that matters, the first thing that will be observed is proper professional structure, right?
Yeah.
And it matters a lot. Why it matters? For instance, let's suppose a student appears an IELTS exam and now he might be not having information regarding the essay topic that is given to him.
Yeah.
Now, if he will be having structure in his mind, like in introduction, I have to follow step number one, ground, the base of topic, then paraphrasing the topic, then my opinion of the topic, and then to prove my opinion and so on. Now, if he will be having a kind of enlightened, a kind of outstanding and prestigious information, like the structure in his mind, he will be able to write very outstanding, very in a very best way, and even unknown topic, having no information about the topic, but he will be able to sketch that. And here again, I'm
Okay.
repeating the writing, the speaking, how you are performing, how you are, sharing your information. Yes.
Because, okay, Mr. But I'm gonna ask
Mhm.
you about, so you are told that you need to, if you have a background or idea that, you know, this
Mhm.
will yeah, assist you on the exam. Okay. But to make sure, I want to confirm that I can't depend on my opinion in the task one, right?
Yeah. No, 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 no. In task one, no opinion. In task one, you have to delete
Yeah.
your opinion. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, of course, I agree.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. By the way, now and here also there are varieties of essays which come, and then I will share that which one is most important. Like right now, I will say the most important 99% essays you will see discussion essay or the essay in 99%. In others, you may say in 1% advantage or problem, and in very rare situation, like for 1 year, I have seen in this last 2023 before 2023 also. But if I took the criteria of whole exam, if I share all exams papers with you, so you will see that direct exit question or two parts question that comes very rarely, like very less time. By the way, that will be discussed, that is later on story. But different kinds of questions means little bit the structure is different. And further, what is important for essay, little bit information regarding each topic. Now, I mentioned earlier that structure matters a lot. The first thing is the structure, but after the structure, what else if a person will be having little bit idea about the topic, social media topic, mind is empty. Now only knowing structure.
Of
Yes.
course, I
So
agree.
from such students, when we ask,
So,
how was your exam? And they come out of exam center, each week my students appear, each week. From some dull students, when I ask, dull students means like those who required less than 6 band for some countries, either work with other. Now, anyhow, they pass, they get good score. But when I ask, how was your exam? And when they are not sure about their essay, especially writing, sir, I think I don't know. Let's see what happens.
okay, Mr. So,
Yes.
you are want to mean that the output depends on the input. If you read and follow social media
Yeah,
and problems, you can,
and for output, I do share the most important source, like for writing. I will even take the books names even in front of you. Like I have also collected the essays of my own. I have written the speaking book for IELTS, also IELTS exam based on the recent exam paper and so on, and also
yeah,
the predictable topics. And to be very honest, I have some students' reviews, even different sources, social side. There, when you go through those reviews, they have also mentioned and shared the same idea that in speaking, I do predict topics, and most of the time in IELTS speaking, examiner with good fortune and with good luckily, they ask the similar topics, similar question. And those,
yeah, I agree.
prediction is based actually on the recent exams, current scenario, and what they are going to have the criteria for the current exam, so on. Now,
Mhm,
on those different perceptions, we have predicted some
yeah.
topics also for essay writing, also for
So you need to
speaking.
know the criteria besides your level and your knowledge.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah. Now, this was a little bit regarding writing that, yeah. But first of all, I mentioned the structure method.
Yeah,
Second is the grammar portion. And within grammar, 6, 7 topics you must be having, no mistake, like punctuation, capitalization. I must be capital everywhere. Comma must be there. Like there, we will discuss them in details. Right now, it may go in explanation.
yeah,
Then subject verb agreement, sentence structure. In each paragraph, there must be complex structure to influence your, command. To show your command to examiner, there must be simple, compound, complex structure in each paragraph. That will, influence, that will impress examiner that this person has written in a very, professional style and way so
yeah.
far. And next, besides that, how you are starting. Like some students will directly start in an essay writing like direct from this topic. But if how it will be if you write owing to this contemporary era, owing to this modern era, and this specific terms, if you do start owing to the 21st century or in the modern era, and then when you end your introduction and you end like I will share my perception with some of the logical conclusion. Now, when you discuss in such a way and you share some of the phrases which I will ask you, I will share some 8+ band essays with you, that those students who got the best score and even my own written
Yeah, I
essays.
agree.
Yeah. Now, when you go through those essays, you will identify that what is the difference between mine and his and her, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there you will get the point that they have shared. And when you keep both essays in front of you will really enjoy reading their essay. And sometimes a student get bored reading own essay. Why? Not any interesting and attractive sentence. The starting, closing, randomly, writing section. So anyhow, we will work on that so far. In writing, if you have any query question in mind, you can ask.
Okay, provide me a perfect explanation, and I got all the information that you mentioned, Mr. Mohsin. Uh,
Yeah.
but I'm still, you know, like have a question like if I write with a capital letters, all the words, all the letters, it's okay
In writing,
in writing. Yeah.
No. In writing, you must be having, a normal way of writing, not fast. In listening and reading, it is acceptable. In reading and listening, you must write in capital all
Acceptable.
answers.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if
In
I
writing, no.
yeah, if I choose to write in a big letter, capital letter,
No. In
no,
writing,
on
you must
listening.
write.
Listening, it's okay.
In listening, you must. In listening
Yeah.
and in reading, you must write the answers in
All
capital.
the word,
Avoid capital. Sorry.
all the letters of the word.
Yes, all the
Yeah.
letters in listening to avoid capitalization mistake. But in writing, you must write like this is
Yeah.
in front of the screen.
I got it.
Normal way. I will.
I got it.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. So, and speaking, by the way, I'm feeling a little bit your level good, but in speaking, indeed, there are some interesting facts that I would like to share with you. I have, of last 10 years, exams papers, and along with that, some of the very good sources through which you can go even in 1 week or 2 weeks, and you can,
Okay,
for
Mr.
speaking section.
I have question. I'm sorry for interruption,
Mm.
but I have question. Idioms,
Yeah.
and the most challenging word is if it's a good idea if I use these idioms in my writing, like
Idioms in writing
give me a second.
or in speaking.
Yeah, Mister, I'm asking if I used some idioms in writing or speaking,
In
because
speaking, it is.
someone I okay, at the past I used some some difficult words in my,
Mm,
like some official words,
mm,
official
mm,
vocab
mm.
in my speaking, and someone asked me and advised me to use simple words in speaking to be natural.
Yeah, that is right up to some extent. Now let me prove that, and I'm going to talk about that. This is also a
Okay, Mr.
very, very good question and a very nice question. In writing, you must follow the normal and simple strategy. Somewhere, if you remember or anyone reminded to you in writing, put that on the piece of paper. But do not run about thinking about vocabulary,
Yeah.
tough vocabulary. Meanwhile, you can forget, the idea that is very important. But in our speaking section, in our speaking, now let's suppose one student is only using, let's suppose that the question is about right? I got a pleasure captivating, attracting some words,
Yeah.
some idioms. Now, vocabulary at here in our speaking, if we say doesn't matter, so that is also right. But if we say because of some of the vocabulary words through which you can influence, through which you can, make your speaking more attractive, those words, not words like from dictionary here and there are you are putting for some questions, for some topics, I will give you some of the words that you can use these words. Like for instance, in part two Q card, they mostly ask the question regarding past activity, past incident, any past experience. And now, if you use, let's suppose, astonishing word about that past incident, so that is impressive. And because of that word, now there are some words
Mm.
a student must follow, right? Along with the idioms, like a piece of cake, that is not a cup of tea for me, to be very honest. Now, some idioms, not like now, student is only using idiom. What's your full name? This is a piece of cake for me. My name is this. No, what is this?
Uh,
Like,
you need
yeah,
to speak
and
natural.
yeah, natural. And some of the vocabulary, the starting must be very professional. Like sometimes students in speaking, they start all the questions. Sometimes we take exam at the first, in the first session, a student say, well, now for 22 questions, they say, well, all the startings are well. Come on, man, say thank you for giving me an
You need to
opportunity.
have
Yeah,
wide variety
different
of
difference. Yeah,
grammar
and
and
some students
structures.
use, one very talented student, he got 8.5. I will share his interview. I took his interview, and one professor from Oxford University was recording his interview I was taking, and that professor was recording. And now
Mhm.
he was using so. That person was very talented, the student, but he used round about 11, 12 times so. and in Q card. And because of that, that professor from Oxford University, England, UK, he asked me to not give him more score than 6.5. By the way, in exam, he got then later on 8.5. But that moment I said, kindly mention the reason. The reason was that examiner do not like if student repeat one single word a lot. So then, and same goes for in speaking. Pause is like, I was
Okay,
here,
so
and
it is not a,
yeah.
so it's not better idea to repeat your speech.
Yeah, to repeat one word, to repeat so, to repeat any connector, to have pauses. Pauses means and like
Yeah,
feeling.
it's depending on its fluency.
Yeah, another very interesting thing is intonation. There are a lot of ideas regarding speaking. I'll just stop on one slide. If I go like this, each single word as having a kind of big lecture, full lecture. Only this word even, and then fluency has its own lecture. By the way, intonation, the very important thing. Worldwide till now, I'm training since 2021 for IELTS exam the students worldwide.
Mm.
And in those students where I find this intonation, with guarantee, I'm saying if their grammar is fine, fluency is fine, and they're having intonation, they do not get less than 7. Intonation. Now, what does it mean? Any idea?
Intonations are like
Yeah, intonation is good. It's okay. Now, intonation means that when you rise and lower down your voice at the time you speak English. What does it mean? When you speak, you express your feelings in
yeah,
more simple words. Yeah, in more simple
but
words.
Mister, I'm sorry for interruption, but
No.
sometimes
It's okay.
okay, you know, English is a second language for us, but sometimes
Very nice, very nice.
you can't feel the
Outstanding
language,
term. The term which you use, I do use by myself. English is a second language. ESL, EFL, EL2. No worries. Now, an intonation means that your body language must agree with your communication. What you are saying on the tip of tongue, your body facial gesture must agree. Give
But
me
Mister,
very, yeah.
let me tell
Once,
you something,
sorry,
Mister. Let
the
me
time is actually short. Yes, say it.
okay, so let me tell you something. Uh, for me, it's hard for me to, our my body language is
Yeah,
not
no,
good,
no. I
in
got it. I
Arabic,
got it.
even in Arabic, not just in English,
Let me explain. Let me explain in 2 sentences only.
Okay.
Body language doesn't mean that you must dance. Body language it here means body language it here means that now sometimes students answer and they say it was very interesting and I just
I
enjoyed.
got it.
Now the way this is wow, interesting
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
The face must be interesting. It was really interesting. Now this is body language. And one student will say interesting, very bored. How
Mhm.
he is saying interesting, the way will be boring,
Need to be
right?
powerful and
Yeah, the way you speak, it must be interesting, not boring. This is body
yeah,
language.
yeah.
Simple, right? Yeah. So like not lacking confidence and feeling hesitation, and this is I'm feeling good by talking to you and by listening to you means your body language is fine. From my
Yeah,
side,
yeah, yeah.
I do
I got
agree.
it.
Yeah, yeah. So the time is short, and if Mr. Sorry, yeah, Hanan,
Okay.
sir, are you there? If you have any query, by the way, we didn't reach to listening and reading. Yes.
I'm here. Okay, less than 1 minute. Okay, I think time is over. Let's rejoin. Yeah.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, rejoin the same link. Okay.
Sure.